Yo, what is going on, community biscuits? Welcome to a game plan video here for week 2 of IOWL. So this is going to be unlisted here up on the channel, so you guys can still, check back and look back on this because it's going to be a little bit more geared towards, of course, this league game. I mean, what else would the IOWL league game planning video, be about other than week 2 of IOWL? Man, shocker. But currently, whenever, I guess I'm going to be talking about this, right now I think current reacts, we have Darb, Ace, Ensign, DC, and I think I saw a Bender as well. So I've kind of had this made up with that a little bit more in mind. Ace, I know we talked about moving you a little bit, or at least having you learn a little bit more flex, but I think if you're with Incendiary, this really opens up a lot more of your hit skin. Hero Pool, you brought this up yourself. I think the communication between, Darb, Ace, Incendiary can go really hard here. If Zen slotted into this mix, if Zen is able to make it to Saturday, it could lead to a really talkative crew. If not, I think right now we also have DC, so Incend DC is going to be great to have with no ping and stuff, because especially we're going to be having it from our flex player. Incendiary this time around being our flex support, not flex support, flex DPS, my bad. It's late night. It's a late night game plan video. I just wanted to get this out of the way because I've been stewing on this all day. So yeah, it's 1 a.m. It's whatever. But this week, IOWL went over with the reactions. We're going to be going against Porcupines. We've scrimmed against them. We don't like playing on their ping whatsoever. I know we don't like playing on their ping, but we're going to be doing the best we can. I think heading into this match, as long as we just keep talking, I think that's the big thing. I keep bringing this up because it's a killer. It really is a killer. Either the supports need to leash our tank, supports need to say when they're dying, flanks need to DPS need to say when they're going on a flank and everything. Tanks need to say when they're going in and stuff. And I think it's going to be those little things that can really keep us going no matter what the ping is. Because I know the ping's going to be a pain in the ass. So at least when we time our 3-2-1, let's try and hope that we get a 3-2-1 down perfectly. As perfect as we can. So anyway, going along with the game plan, might be wondering why I'm kind of hiring the Symmetra and everything. Well, it's Lijiang. It's Lijiang Tower. It's Night Market. Night Market, we're not really going to be doing anything too different here. I think I kind of was talking around. So Darb, you'll probably be wondering what you meant, what I meant. Sorry, I'm like really. Again, it's late. I want to get this game plan down, and everything. But again, I was doing. But yeah, might be thinking, what do you mean different? What do you mean funky and stuff like that? I'll get to that in just a second because I know I put that in our little staff chat and stuff. That I'm thinking about a little bit funky plans, a little bit different, especially since last time against Midnight Rose. Doing something different really just knocks the wind out of the enemy sails. So especially against a team that's a little bit together, again on ping and stuff. So that's going to be really the killer. As long as we just don't get ping too in our head and everything, we should be fine. So anyway, Night Market is going to be more or less the same. If we get Night Market first run, okay, so we're going to run it down. We're going to go down straight here. This is what Ace always tries to get us to do, is speed out of here. We're running Bap Lucio. I want to get a Sojourn and Symmetra here. I think Sojourn Symmetra is going to be something that's pretty safe. Either the Sojourn or the Cassidy. I know a Cassidy has been ran a lot recently. Just because if you can hit your shots, Cassidy is quite effective here, especially on a map like Night Market. That's pretty close. You have to get close into the point and everything too. So you could run a Cassidy if you want Ace, but I think a Sojourn is just going to be a safe bet here. Ramatra is going to be a safe bet here too, I think. Rissa I don't think the nerfs really hurt too bad here. But I think Ramatra is also just going to be a good tempo tank and everything still. I think we're decent with Ramatra, especially if we're going to be having a Darb tank here. I think it could just prove to be quite effective. So coming up with this, Lucio, we're going to be amp speeding out of spawn here straight. Also, I am on 50% cooldown, so I can just zip around and stuff. So afterwards, TP, 3, 2, 1, TP. So you see my little turrets are set up here. So this is where I usually set up if you guys win, or at least beat them here. that's why I say if you guys beat them here, awesome. So we're just gonna duel it out, brawl it out here, and then once we win the fight, immediately make your way towards the back of the point. Symmetra, Baptiste. So you guys are gonna be prowling around here. You can kind of poke out over here. Maybe you can just be a little bit different with your sentries. But that's pretty much the only thing I want to get through. Was just the rollout at least. I want to be clean on this rollout because the biggest thing I always see us do. Here, I'm going to swap off Symmetra real quick so I can just be a little bit faster. You're going to hear a little bit more clicky-clacky, so I'm sorry. But I'm going to go Lucio here. But the biggest thing I always see us do is whenever we are on this map, we always go this way. We always go this way, and it's split, or we have two people go here, we have two people go here, and then it's just kind of like, okay, now we're just in this, like, weird mix. This weird little hullabaloo or some shit. So, yeah, we're just going to go straight. Alright, let's just go out here, just real easy, you know, and TP. We're just gonna make it here in a straight line. Ace is right. Ace has been right for, I think he's been saying it for at least a few months now, up to a year. So yeah, we're just gonna go straight and TP here. Let's get to the next point. So let's just get to the next point, second point here. Gonna restart. Because mainly the point I've been thinking about is control center. We are in garden. That's not the point I want actually. So let me skip over to garden. It's actually going to be the third point. Here we go. So it's actually going to be control center because a lot of the times it's really hit or miss winning out the fight on White Room. So I think what I want to do is really mess around with SimTP. I really want to mess around with SimTP a lot more. I know we haven't scrimmed, which is why I want to try to get all of us on the same page here with at least this idea. Sorry, this is very important too. This is very important as I talk. There we go. There we go. I hope you guys understand. So, this is what I want to do. I think we're going to be still running. This entire map is going to be Ramatra based. I think it's going to be entirely Ramatra based Sim Sojourn. Sojourn Sim, sorry. And then Bap Lucio. So, we're going to make our way over here, teleport, and amp speed. Right? This is what I'm talking about. We give up White Room entirely. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, and here is where we are going to set up. I've been thinking about this all day. It's nothing new, it's nothing fancy. I think for us it's something new. It's out of our... I'm going deep in our pockets right now just so we can try something a little bit different. Now we can set up a little bit around the point with either turrets here. We can set up here, just getting turrets set up, and now we can poke. And we can poke. And just poke and stuff. Here you can get your Sojourn set up on a small angle. Nothing crazy, just on a small angle. It's not going to be too effective and everything since we are going to be poking from this doorway, right? But the hope is to get some stragglers that are going to be on the way out here or right here. So, because the main objective, the main theory that I've been having is, okay, usually when we have teams or even end up here, players just automatically end up back. So, we're kind of banking on that. If anything, this is going to be more or less just a staring contest. And if they do try and make their way over here, this is going to be what I was thinking of. So, okay, if they make them over here, what's the reaction? Okay, cool. We can try and just flip the map, right? Right, that seems like a pretty good plan. That seems like a pretty good plan, but I think we could be a little bit even more funky, right? I'm trying to get us to be as unconventional as possible. Am I loud here? Hold on, do I have my gain up just a little bit? Maybe. Maybe. Just a little bit. But, so, to be even more funky, after setting us up over here, I just want to get a Sim TP up here, send Sojourn Baptiste up here. Right? So we teleport Sojourn Baptiste over here and just let them free fire. So this is going to force them, and if they get dove, this is why we have the TP. If they feel like, if instant, we feel like you get dove. If someone feels like you get dove, hey, TP out, hey, TP behind. And we play with this TP as fucking much as possible. And the biggest thing is if they poke, if they try to poke, okay, then we just play cover, right? Ram, what your plan is going to do, okay, so we have Lucio and Sim right here, right? Okay, Sim, you can kind of poke, you can kind of lob. Ram, you're going to be sitting right here. And then Sim can just immediately teleport you back up after capping. Like, that's the biggest thing we could be doing here. We don't even have to run the Lucio with this type of composition. I think it's just with when the Sim TP is on cooldown, or if we just don't have the Sim TP and we just need to quickly kite out. Like, say if the enemy team, because I thought about this too, you know, is if they do try to make our way over here, then we immediately just, again, if the Sim TP is off cooldown or some shit, then we just kite out. Or we just kite out this way, right? We have a couple options. We can either Sim TP up with our Sojourn and Baptiste. We can kite out over into enemy spawn. We can kite out into the other direction. Or we can even kite out here, right? And back into our enemy, into our own spawn. We have so many directions here from this stage. So this is going to be something big. I'm just, again, screw the White Room. We set up here, teleport up here to get our Sojourn Baptiste, leaving Ramatra, Sim, and Lucio back there on stage, and then Ramatra once, like, after some poking, because I'm guessing the Pokemon's are like, okay, what the fuck are you guys doing over here, right? I don't think they're gonna expect us to really do this. So we can tap point, we can get our Ramatra set up over here, and then immediately, okay, if he's just getting shit on, oh god, teleport out. And then just speed a little bit, maybe. You know, not amp, but just, you know, speeding around the corner. And then we just go back to poking. And then we can just, and then immediately we can just set this shit back up here. And then keep going. And then just teleport right back. So that's the main thing here that I've been thinking about. Paraiso, I'm going to get into something a little bit cool. In a little bit here. But that's the main thing I really wanted to show here. Because I don't know if we're going to be having a scrim or not. But I think this is something we can definitely do. So to reiterate, at least from the spawn, the rollout, teleport out here onto this ledge. Be careful not to fall off. Amp speed, speed. Right. Cool, we're here. After some poke, once they start rotating, get your Sim Bap up here. Not Sim Bap, Sojourn Bap up there. And then you have your Ramatra, Lucio, Symmetria. Another thing you guys might be thinking, okay, so with this split, what does this consider? Before I even answer this, because it's going to be a little bit of a rhetorical, like, what does this composition want to do? Right, what does the composition want to do? The main objective of this composition is to use the teleport to get your Sojourn Baptiste into position. Ace is going to be playing this Sojourn. If Bender is going to be in, Bender is on this Baptiste. If DC is in, DC is going to be on this Baptiste. So we need our Soj Baptiste in position. Watch out for the flank. So maybe we can even send a little bit of this too. Or before we even do anything, we can just kind of nest up here, right? And then immediately go back because they reveal, right? Hell, we don't even need the two here. We could probably just put the one here and then just immediately, you know, just reset, you know, two other things over here, right? Just be a little bit more creative with your turrets, right? They reveal, so put them into spots where you can actually make use of them. Whether it be on flanks, because that's something I've been doing a lot lately too. Whenever I do play Symmetra, I'm like, okay, we're not necessarily where can I get the most damage, but where can I just be annoying or something? Where can I get the most information? Like that might, oh god, it clipped right there. I was trying to get it right there. But like that might be a little bit of a good spot. If someone might be trying to get a flank here, you could probably do something like that. Maybe behind there might be a little bit of a better spot. But yeah, I think that's going to be something to definitely look at here. Taking control of stage on control center is something that's going to be very important, I think, for the composition here. And the reaction to, sorry, let me jump off, let me reset. I know I could just probably teleport out and that would be faster. So the reaction to, you might be kind of wondering, it's like, okay, so say this composition doesn't really work out and we're just getting flanked. If setting up your Sim and Baptiste is just not working, then we're going to do something a little bit different, okay? We're just going to be doing something a little bit different and just play here. We're God, okay, there we go. We're just going to be playing up here, then setting up and waiting for the Sim, wait for the Soj rail. We're just going to be setting up poke, build rail, and just play as a death ball, right? If trying to take the map control doesn't really work, okay, we're just going to play death ball. Oh, fuck, okay, then teleport up there if we get dove. Right? And then if more than anything they try to come to you as well, Like, okay, so we just teleported, okay. And if they try to come to you up here, then oh shit, okay, we can just drop and take White Room. Oh fuck, they're gonna try and walk on us over here? No, because then we're just gonna teleport over here. Rinse and repeat. Literally rinse and repeat. If splitting the map doesn't work, we death ball and play with the teleport between so many points. We didn't even need the teleport right here, because we can just immediately drop it and just go back to the point. Right, it's so easy, it's so simple, it's such a simple plan, but I think it's going to be so effective here. Let's get to Paraiso, because Paraiso is a map that we struggle on. It's one of our worst maps outside of Numbani. Hybrid overall is just one of our worst maps. Okay, I know Razor, you're one of our analytic nerds here, along with myself. Let me get the creamy biscuit sheet info, or the creamy info real quick. Biscuit team info, because it's kind of interesting. I don't know how to, like, I don't think I'm gonna go too much here. Let's see. Hold on, I think it's just taking a little bit to load, since I'm trying to load in the map and also the information here. Okay. But let's see. Yeah, let me just drag this here. So since anyone can see this, here. Oh god. Okay, there we go. So currently we're sitting at a 49% win rate. I think this is going to be from our last one. Yes, we won Lijiang Tower, which is cool. Paraiso, we just didn't really do a decent job on. Well, we went 2-3, but we could still do better here. Numbani 0-3. Here's Numbani. We did a little bit better, 2-3, a lot better, right? We won Numbani a couple weeks ago, 5-4 scrim. Numbani 2-3, so 0-3 here for Paraiso. When it does come over to hybrid, 2-3 here. Whereas Hollywood, you guys won that, which is awesome. It's just not one of our best game modes. It really isn't one of our best game modes. 2-3 here. For Midtown and everything. Blizzard World 2-3. Blizzard World 4-3. That was the crazy fucking long game here. But yeah, hybrid is one of our worst game modes here, 28%. And I think usually it just comes down to not understanding where to reset. We're sitting at this 49% win rate currently here, and I think it's literally because of hybrid. Hybrid kills us, especially when it's supposed to be the nail in the coffin or anything. No, it's usually the second one. You know, escort's usually the one that's the nail in the coffin, because it's third. We're not too bad on escort. We could definitely be better here. Push, as you see, push flashpoint being one of the better ones. But hybrid, I think we definitely need to kind of have this thinking to where, okay, first one's going to be a little bit like defense for control. Who do I want to play? Who do I want to pick? I don't know who I'm wanting to pick here to really show you guys that what I want to. I don't know what I want to show you. Tell me what you want, what I really want. Anyway, I'm just going to play Doomfist. Doomfist isn't going to be the play here. Well, no, I'm going to go Diva here because... So... Diva first point's not it. I'm just using this for mobility. Diva Streets is it. So just keep that in mind here. I think coming out for this first point, we're still going to be wacky. I still think we brawl, actually, on this first point. And honestly, I could have probably picked someone a little bit better like Ramatra, so I probably could have walked out here with Ramatra. But whatever. You might be wondering why I'm thinking about Ramatra so much, and that's literally just because of the armor changes, the HP changes, and just a little bit how that works. So he's going to be a lot tankier now in the brawl. A lot of the tanks now. This is going to be something too. With these updates, the brawl is just going to be maybe a little bit better here, at least against poke and stuff. So that's going to be something to kind of keep in mind with the armor changes. Tanks are going to be taking a little bit less damage here, up to 50% instead of the 30% mitigation per shot. So things that are going to be per pellet, per bullet, are going to be a lot worse here. I think even Hanzo to a degree. Bastion tank busters, I think if you guys watch Spylo, that's mainly what I'm kind of quoting here, along with some Kark and everything. So just kind of keep that in mind. I don't really do a good job here. I'm not going to explain it too in depth here, so if you want to do that, you could always just kind of do a little bit more digging on this here, because I'm here to explain the game plan. So you might be wondering, okay, what is the game plan here? Why did I pick Diva here in the first one? Again, I just wanted to use the mobility to get out here sooner. Please, at least for this example, think I am a Ramatra, right? I am a Ramatra currently. So... I remember last scrim. So we were playing Sigma, which I actually really don't like, or sorry, actually really do like. I like the Sigma on this point here. What was I gonna get confused with? What I didn't like here is at least just like, hey, isn't this a little too far back and stuff? It's like, well, this is just at least where we're supposed to hold. Yeah, I mean, you can hold here. And this isn't an into incident and everything, because it seemed like there was just a little bit of confusion on how we play Paraiso, or at least how we hold Paraiso. It seemed like on DPS you have a decent idea here, but there were times where I saw you just caught out in the no man's land. So this is going to be at least helping to try and negate this a little bit more. So Ramacha, you're going to be the one to kind of be scouting here, because I don't want our squishies dead. I do not want our squishies dead whatsoever. This is a thing that usually happens all the time. I don't want our squishies dead. I want them set up here. So this is why I want a Ramatra or I want a Sigma here just scouting immediately. Just looking down here, menacing. If you're a Ramatra, you can just kind of poke or whatever. You just kind of see. And once you see them, okay, immediately go back to this corner. After scouting, you're going to go back to this corner. Okay, well, Crackle, where are our squishies going to be? This is a great answer. I've done this, what is it, this map, I want to say in particular, a few times, so it's always great to revisit and everything. This is also going to be good for our newbies. We're going to be just resetting in these cubbies. These cubbies are the strongest position you have here, and you might be wondering, well, you always talk about high ground, high ground, high ground. Why the hell would I want to be down here in our cubbies? Won't we get caught out? Won't we get choked out just a little bit here? And on the contrary, actually, the high ground, I think if you're Ashe, you can play kind of back here. Say if you had like an Alari or something too, you can kind of set Pylon or some shit. But Ashe, you can kind of play back here. We've had this happen a lot though, where we've had an Ashe or a Soldier end up back here and sim strats absolutely ruined us, or dive comps absolutely ruined us because we just didn't have the reaction time really to help our hit scan whatsoever. So what we're going to do to change this, so the tank is holding here on this corner. I literally think I just want everybody dogpiled in here. We're going to be running a brawl. I think I want to start out on Cassidy. I want to start out on... Yeah, I think I want to start out on a Cassidy. We're going to be doing something a little bit weird. Still keeping a sim. We're going to be very sim focused. I'm sorry, Ensign, if this is going to be something just a little bit different or anything, but please trust this. Please trust this. If it doesn't work, if the sim doesn't work and you guys do want to swap, you know, more power to you. I trust you guys with whatever swaps. But this is going to be plan A. At least this is going to be plan A. Plan B is pretty much devolving into what we're typically used to. Like, we're usually used to a Sigma here, or we're usually used to a Diva here, along with Echo or Genji or Tracer, Soldier, Sojourn and stuff. So we're going to be going back into Comfort just a little bit more. But for this first point, I want us to brawl Ramatra. We're going to have a Cassidy, Symmetra here, Baptiste, and still a Lucio. Bap Lucy is going to be a running theme here if we can go, if we can handle it. I think we can do it. We can do it all the time here. And again, oh, look at the cat. And again, we're going to be hiding here. We do not reveal. You might be wondering, well, isn't that kind of throwing? Isn't that just kind of like doing a little bit the opposite of what I've kind of harped on you guys before? Yeah, no. Biggest thing is, I don't want you guys to reveal yourselves. You know, Darb can reveal himself. That's cool because he can live. I think if anything, don't go here onto the stairs. Just wait here, Ramatra, and then you're just going to go and instantly reset. Once he resets, you know, give just a little bit of space. Once our Ramatra backs up, shields, and then all hell breaks loose. We just go in as 5 onto a target. You know, I think coming back here, resetting, we give up a little bit of point. Again, it's going to be something wacky. It's going to be something wacky because usually I would leave someone here. I'd leave someone over here and then just have Darb over here. But right now, the last thing I want us to do is to take random spam damage because we didn't expect it from ping. Right? Keep this in mind. We are going to be playing on 200 plus ping. You know, DC and Incendiary, you're going to have a field day. You guys can kind of greed a little bit more. You guys are going to be playing on low ping and everything. For us NA folk, we are playing on high ping. And this is going to be the safe route where you can still get a lot of value here. So after resetting, you know, Darb is going to be here on the corner, just kind of duking it out and stuff, leading them. And this is where we can kind of have our casting, right? Because once they kind of reach here, then we can kind of do things, right? We can have our cast, our BAP, just kind of hanging around here. Let's see, we can have our Symmetra and our Lucio just kind of up here more than anything. And actually, I don't know about that even. So, you know, this is definitely going to be, I'll clear it out a lot more, but this is definitely what I'm like thinking the groundworks of. Let's definitely have a conversation on this. I think if anything too, we can have actually... After we win out first fight, and they already know our composition, okay, we can probably spread out. So like we have a Cass Lucy up here. Actually, that's probably the better option here. Is Cassidy Lucio together on the on a slight off angle, nothing too deep, or on a slight angle or something, or a slight angle, and then we can just leave our Ramatra Sim and a BAP right here on this corner. So we have a little bit of a 2-3 split, right? 2-3 split. So I think this is going to be the game plan for first point. I think this is definitely what we're going to be having. Again, reiterating because I always love doing this. I know you guys can go back in the video too, but Ramatra pokes, comes back here, resets to the corner, and then we're going to be having all of our team right here, and then just brawl. Immediately brawl out, win out the fight, and then take BAP control. Cassidy Lucio up here, Sim, Ramatra, and Baptiste down there. Alright, Streets phase, Streets phase, Streets phase. Diva, I don't care what your ultimate's gonna be. Tank, I don't care what your ultimate's gonna be here, you know? I mean, we can probably make use of an Annihilation and stuff, but I think a Diva's gonna be just better. I think Diva's just going to be better, not the ultimate, but just the playstyle overall. An Annihilation's like okay and everything. I think we should just be able to use it before we even lose the point there. So we should just, like, if you are going to be losing the point, pop Annihilation so you don't feel bad about moving over to the Diva. Because now what I want you to do, and this is something I do a lot, just start taking space on high ground, just start poking. I usually greet up here. Again, we're going to be on ping, so I think we should be down over here more than anything, you know, just kind of poking, just kind of throwing shit just a little bit more. I think another place that's usually really good and I love doing and just being, it's just over here next to Tropical Discos, because then I can just immediately come back and have this high ground, and then afterwards I can just go to this high ground and jump down here and get a little bit aggressive and then immediately come back. Right? This is something as Diva we just have to kind of get used to, and then coming down, micro-missiling something, and then immediately just coming up. Or dropping down, immediately, you know, micro-missiling something. Oh shit, I'm getting a little low, and then come back here. Right? And then wait for our boosters, and we can just come back here. Right. Okay, BAP. We're going to be back on this high ground. Every single time. On these high grounds. This bridge. This corner right here, if you feel like you're going to be getting pushed, okay, then we're going to make our way over here to this. And if people go out of your LOS, leash them. Hey, no LOS. Hey, your Baptiste behind. Hey, no LOS. I can't see you. I can't see you. You can kind of push, right? But really, I don't want to ego the ping. More than anything, I don't want to ego the ping whatsoever. So, we're going to be having our Baptiste play just a little bit safer, whether here or here, right? And this is pretty much going to be your game plan and stuff. You know, what if the enemy team is backing up, okay, maybe we can get a little bit more poke damage and stuff, but they start coming in, then you start backing up, and then you start backing up if they round the corner and everything. Lucio ping-ponging, just kind of going around doing Lucio things. Let's see, let me go and swap real quick. Where's, oh, actually my spawn's over here. Yeah. So actually, let me go over here. So yeah, Baptiste. So like I'm up here because you can poke. You can mark flanks. Right, you're just kind of poking. Okay, so they're getting they're getting passive. They're resetting. You just kind of do your thing. Oh shit, they're coming in. Okay, maybe I can kind of chill out here a little bit. Don't get greedy. Okay, we can kind of hang here. You know, just kind of charging your boots. So that's something too, you know, just, you know, charging your boots, keeping them ready. So just keeping them ready. Oh shit, they're coming in even further. I'm gonna back up here and just playing this, right? Lucio ping-ponging. So this is not really a Lucio map, which sucks to say, even though it is Lucio's map. So we're just gonna be ping-ponging back and forth. If our Baptiste gets kind of looked at or dove, then we just kind of like go back. Oh shit, Baptiste, I'm coming to you, and then we just kind of either boop or we're just, you know, doing shit over here. Lucio's just kind of freeform a lot of the time. So we can kind of just do whatever. Like this shit kind of, that's annoying. That's annoying. So yeah, we can just kind of be up here. We can just chill. I don't know why I use that, but we can just kind of chill. We can ping pong. We can do whatever. We can vibe. Just make sure we're not inting too much. I think that's going to be the only thing. Again, we're going to be on ping. DC, if you're the Lucio, I don't think it's going to matter too much. I'm just going to take the stairs. I don't know if it'll matter too much. The only thing I would say is just avoid the ground. A lot of the times your deaths DC come from the ground whenever you do decide to Lucio and stuff, or just mindlessly Lucio. So just be careful of that. And that's just overall to any Lucios and everything. You don't want to be that Lucio and stuff. You know, if you're going to be a Lucio, at least be a Lucio on the high ground, because then at least you're away from the death potential down below. Let's see here. I want to get the setup with actually no. I want to get greedy. I think Ash. We'll see what happens, but I think an Ash pick would be really well, just for the same reasons of, you know, the Baptiste and everything, because then we could just hold these, we can just mark flanks. Yeah, all you have is coach gun, but I think with how far back you're going to be, it should be fine. Of course, if you're not really feeling the Ash, we could just go up immediately back to the Sojourn. I think Sojourn's just going to be the play overall, honestly. So if you just want to stick with comfort, okay, then disregard the Ash, what I said about Ash. But, you know, if you're feeling it, we could definitely do the Ash, because I think Bob is still a good ultimate, but so is Overclock, right? So Overclock is just good. Oh shit, we need to get out. And we just slide, right? Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Coach mechanics. So, I think overall we should be fine with the Sojourn. Going with the Sim, because I still think a Sim is going to be helpful here, honestly. And you might be wondering, well, what the fuck, you know, kind of. Symmetra can access the high grounds and stuff. Symmetra can play a little bit of the anti-dive. If you don't want to do this, we can do the Echo. I think Symmetra, Echo, Reaper can even help here. Tracer is always a good pick here, even after the, you know, the 1 second blink nerf and everything. But I just think we can still, you know, we can access this high ground. We can get out of trouble. Is Symmetra more so the cheese for first point? Yeah. Is Symmetra kind of, is she a cheese for kind of second? Yeah, maybe a little bit. So let's do something, honestly. I know I just said Symmetra. Let's do the Echo, because I know we did do the Echo before, because again, we can just kind of ego up here and everything. We just kind of chill out. Throw stickies, you know, just kind of doing random bullshit. Hanging out around in the skybox and stuff, you know, doing Echo things, so. I know instant, I trust your Echo, because I think we are just going to be running with the instant ace. DPS duo coming in for this league game, just so we can have Bacon a time to settle back in and stuff, even if you are making it Bacon. I'm sorry if you are seeing this and stuff, but I think having ace instant, just because this week that's what we've been scrimming, and then once we get Bacon back warmed up in scrim and everything, then we can get him right back up in here, right back up to speed. But, you know, nothing really fancy coming in from the Echo. I think Streets is going to be the best part for Echo. All we have to do is just make sure we are, I guess, just combining. Calling the targets, calling who's low, who we are stickying, because really, for the most part, we're just going to be relying on picks. There is nothing fancy whatsoever out here other than stalling. On defense, that's all we do. Like, we have our Diva prowling up on the high grounds and stuff. We have our Sojourn Baptiste up here. We have also the Lucio prowling up on the high grounds. And then just be an assassination attempt more than anything. Like, we can just come over here and just immediately sticky something and then fly away. Sticky beam and immediately fly away. It's like, okay, and then we're gonna have our stuff again. Let's see. You know, of course, again, I know I have 50% cooldowns, but, you know, just rinse and repeat, sticky, and then we just immediately come back. I missed the thing, but, you know, you get the idea. You get the idea. Okay, coming back in here, this is gonna be something. I think coming back onto the Ramatra might be a safe bet. But if the Diva, you know, it's pretty much working, because the Diva could still work here, even though it's close. I still really like Diva on this point. I always run the Diva or a Ramatra here on this third point here, but more often than not, I usually just run the Diva. Mainly just because, okay, we can just drop, oh shit, high ground. And then we could just micro missile, drop, missile. You know, and then just kind of immediately come back in there. So, oops. I pulled an oopsie. I boosted in. But yeah, I like the D.Va. I really do like the D.Va because you're just so mobile. You can attack all of these high grounds and everything. You get a nice split here because look at this angle. So again, this is going to be Porcupines. So map control is going to be a little bit important here, which the D.Va could definitely take. Still sticking with the Sojourn. I think there's Sojourn, or this time around, because it is going to be closer, Cassidy. Cassidy is also going to be coming back into the question, or in the conversation, because we can just attack this over here. If we're Sojourn, if we're Cassidy, we can just either roll or slide back over here, or we can just roll or slide back over to our team. Baptiste, Lucio, you know, same thing. Baptiste, Lucio, I don't think that the support line's going to be changing too much. I want to kind of work Brig in just a little bit more after watching a little bit more of OWCS and stuff. AC might be knowing what I'm talking about, especially too with Korean finals and stuff between Falcons and Crazy Raccoons that happened recently and stuff. So I think Brig can definitely work into a lot of our compositions, so just stay tuned on that one. But I think for the most part, we're sticking to our guns of Bap Lucio, mainly just because we can speed ourselves out. We can speed our Baptiste or our Cassidy or Sojourn out of sticky situations. Or this time around, I think if we can instant, because again, I know you play the Reaper. I think sticking with our guns too, we can do a Reaper. We can have Lucio and Reaper prowling up around the high ground here, or going up behind the enemy and going for assassinations. If we're doing the Reaper, then I would suggest most likely doing a Sojourn, because then we don't want to have like too close range-ish DPS, I guess, if that makes sense. I think the Cassidy can still work with the Reaper Cassidy and everything. It's not the slide, it's the I literally just said it. It's the roll. It's the roll that kind of it puts me at unease, at least with that. But I still think Reaper Cassidy could work. D.Va Reaper Cassidy. Again, I told you guys I'm going wacky wild. So if you're like, what the hell is Crackle on right now? Just trust me. So Cass or Sojourn, I think could definitely work out here. Pairing with the Reaper, or coming back into the Symmetra. I think the Reaper, just so we can get into instant comfort range and stuff like that. And then sticking with our guns, Bap Lucio. Tank is either going to be D.Va or Ramantra. Again, either prowling up around and then dropping or, onto point and everything. I just like the D.Va because then you could just access high grounds easy. D.Va's just, I don't know, D.Va just feels a little bit more versatile and stuff. So, I'm hoping everything's making sense so far. I need to get to the attack. I need to get to the attack too. Hahaha. Let me just swap myself over here. So, coming up onto the attack. 1 second. Excuse me. Coming up to the attack, I think Sojourn Echo is going to be what we're rolling out with. I think Soj Echo is going to be a safe bet with at least the DPS duo. Again, Bap Lucy. I think running it down, at least first point Ramantra. Literally, again, same thing. You know, we're just going to be going in here. We're going to be going in here. Okay, scout, 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 scout. Move, 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 move. Okay, keep going, keep going, keep going, go. Because it's just such a flat first point. It really is just such a flat first point. We're going to move, move. I think shield across, move, 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 move. 3, 2, 1. We're going to go in here. So wherever they are, I don't think they're going to be set up where we are. Where we were last time. I think they might be set up more along here. But that's going to be the idea. You know, throughout that whole thing, you know, just, you know, shield across. That's fine. And then we can just go in. Oh shit, they're in the middle of the point. Blah, blah, blah. You know, just brawl, just brawl. We're gonna have Soj Echo taking up angles. We can leave our Baptiste here. Lucio or Matra are gonna be kind of just going in together. We can leave our Soj Bap actually more than anything. I think Sojourn can go over here. So Baptiste can kind of stay in the window and stuff. For Matra goes in with Lucio, or Lucio goes in with her Matra, just speeding, beating people, beating the shit out of people with Lucio's speed. And then Echo flies in from an angle. I don't think the Echo comes in there. I think the Echo comes in after wrapping around. So you're flying, and then you just come in and sticky assassinate someone. Cool. Easy first point. Easy, easy, easy first point. So, and then rinse and repeat. I don't think I have to go into the attack too much. I'm gonna give it just a little bit of synopsis here. I'm gonna pick the Echo here because I think what I want more than anything this time around is going to be the Sojourn. Is going to be the one who's going to be setting up. So I think a big thing that we usually get caught up on is who is the payload princess, who is going to be the one to stay on the payload. And this time around, it's going to be the Echo. The Echo can fly. The Echo with dupe, you know, has a second life and everything. So the cart, by the way, because we always do this, we always have people on the payload, even during the initial animation. By the way, the cart pushes all the way into this garage by itself. You don't need to be on the payload. You do not need to be on the payload. It's like Midtown when you get the fire truck. It's like Kings Row when it's just coming out of the little thing. It's like Eichenwald when the payload pushes through the gate and it's crumbling and just going on its own. The Flamingo pushes through on its own. Hold on, I want to see something. I'm going to start this. 1 second. Okay. Let me see real quick. Okay. I'm literally just going here to just cap point. Don't give up. But yeah, we're going to be having Echo just be the payload princess. Usually it's going to be the Tracer, it's the Sombra, the Echo, whoever usually has the most mobility. We need our Baptiste set up, we need our Sojourn set up, we need our Diva set up, more or less. So it's capping. We're just gonna cap. Let me just wait. We'll just kind of do this. Hopefully I'm making sense. It's 40 minutes in. Hopefully I'm making sense a little bit. Look at this. Look at this, folks. I know you guys probably believe me too, but I just don't want people on the payload when it pushes itself. Look at that. You know, during all that time, usually when we're on the payload, we could be setting up, and then now look at this. Now we have, alright, Ensign, you're on payload. What do they have? Ultimates, you know, what ults do we have or some shit? Now we're just pushing, we're pushing. We can, you know, if they're coming in because the neutral is kind of ending here, we can start setting up just a little bit, leave the payload so we can win the fight. You know, just doing our thing. Oh shit, it's going on the supports. Oh, go, we won the fight. Oh shit, you know. Oh, and then we can push and push and push. So, how do we win the fight? How do we get set up? So, first of all, I want to try and we're going to have 4 people up here. So we can force point just a little bit. Instant, we can force point just a little bit. I don't want you standing directly on top of it, but we can force point. Because up here, 4 of us are going to be sticking here. Literally everyone else is going to be sticking up there. Diva, Sojourn, Baptiste, Lucio. All 4 of you are going to be up there attacking the high ground. This is probably where I want you to push right here. If they even allow you that. If they allow you that, perfect. Amazing. Now we go and set up ourselves. They probably have an idea of where you're at, so if they do spot you in Sin, or again, this isn't a perfect world, they allow you to do this, because the main reason why I'm thinking they'll allow you to do that is the 4 players that are up there. So you can just kind of push cart for free, just keep tapping it. I think more than anything, the safest bet is that you can just push it here, and then dip behind, right? Let me let the payload push it back just a little bit more. 1 second. Okay, it's in the perfect spot. That's literally what I was waiting for. Okay, so you're pushing, you're pushing. So the 4 players are up there. The reason you guys get up there fast is because of Lucio's speed. If you hesitate, you guys fucked up. So 4 players are up there. Instance pushing, push. Alright, cool, perfect, setup. So we pushed it. Now it is win the fight time. This is something I think we usually get hooked up. We're always so focused on the point. What about the fight so we can get the point, huh? So instant setup, okay. The main reason this is it, again, because you have 4 players distracting up there. Instant comes up here. Right. So this is a really strong flank, and then you can immediately drop off and just leave again. and there. So now, with that, because that's an amazing... Echo can just set up amazing off angles. With Flight, you could just pretty much always have an off angle. The air is your off angle. So now with this, Diva can push up here. Baptiste, I think, will still be over here. Or I think Baptiste can also be there too. Just kind of prowling around back here. Again, playing a little safe because I don't want you to die. But yeah, Sojourn. Diva can probably push up just a little bit here. Lucio can probably push up just a little bit here. I think Sojourn, more than anything, can be playing up here on this high ground. And then and same with Lucio. And then we can have a Diva pushed up. Alright. Push, 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 push. Because I want to get into the setup here. Alright. So again, I'm picking the Reaper guy. I don't know why. I just kind of... Oh my god, something's in my eye. I just kind of want to show that Reaper guy. I also have like 3 other maps to kind of show here. I think Suravasa more or less is fine. So I'll quickly just kind of skim through that. I think Route 66 is fine. Midtown maybe is kind of something we have to... I'm gonna have to look at here. So I'm gonna go more in depth on Midtown. I'm gonna quickly gloss over 66. Okay, so teleport. Use a teleport. Teleport a lot. Use it more than your Wraith to get out. I think Instant, you do a great job. I'm just reiterating for all of us Reaper players. I think there are 2 Reaper players, Instant and DC. Teleport in, Wraith out. Teleport in, Wraith out. Teleport in, Wraith out. I shouldn't have to keep telling you guys again. And you guys more or less do a pretty good job and stuff. But they're most likely going to be holding high ground. If they're not holding high ground, they are completely throwing. Realize this opportunity. If they are not holding high ground, you take it. Someone takes it. Baptiste and a Reaper can chill up here, or Baptiste and yeah, Lucio Reaper can chill up here. Baptiste, Lucio can chill up here, or all 3 can chill over here with Diva and Sojourn on the point this time around, right? And then we can just immediately melee and then just fade out after getting a pick, right? Okay, and then we're just gonna set up again. Okay, carts pushing, carts pushing, carts pushing. Oh shit, melee finish, and then we just immediately fade out here. Alright, and then we can just kind of teleport in. So there's a lot we can do here. There really is a lot. I don't really want to go too in depth here on this 3rd point because it's more or less like when it comes to map control, I think you guys can handle it. It's mainly the defense that I was kind of worried about because we just need better defense map control. I'm going to immediately go to Midtown just so I can... One, it's getting pretty late and I'm just kind of want to start, thinking of sleep. But 2, I also really want to show Midtown. Route 66 is okay. I'll show some things. It's just going to be a poke fest. It really is going to be reliant on the DPS and very boring with the tank when it comes to Route 66. That it is what it is. I think that just coming into Midtown is going to be a little bit better here. I think coming out with a Ramatra Brawl still is going to be the way to go. I don't think there's really anything we change with the Sojourn Echo high key. I think we either do an Echo Sim or an Echo Sim Tracer. I think those are going to be the 3 here. Ensign, I think, since you're also going to be here, you're going to be fitting the Reaper. But right now, as I'm like thinking through this here, coming into the 4th map, theoretically 4th map, right? I know this is the 3rd one I'm showing in this video, but coming into the 4th, if we come this far, Reaper, Echo Sim, or Tracer is going to be the name of the game. Sojourn, I think, is just going to be the name of the game here. A Sojourn to Sojourn things. You understand this. I hope you understand and everything. It's just Sojourn. She's just really good. Along with Ash, too. Just decent. But I think we can just do a little bit better here. We've worked with Sojourn a little bit more. We've worked with Sojourn just a little bit more in general. So that's why I'm at least wanting to see different pairings here with, like, Sim, with Tracer, with the Echo. We typically run the Tracer, Echo, and stuff, but having the Symmetra, you can get your Sojourn, you get your team up in certain places. Speaking of which here, coming out immediately, first fight. Only first fight. We are going to be 1 and done. We are running the Symmetra immediately. So we're having a Ramatra Sojourn, Symmetra, Bap, Lucio. And we're going to be coming out here. Oops, hold on. Sorry. Coming out here. I want to lead by example here. Sorry. Coming out. 3, 2, 1. Here. Alright, and then 3, 2, 1. Drop, 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 drop. And now we flip the map. Easy as that. Easy as that. I'll do it again. I'll do it again. So out from spawn, since we are attacking. I don't know who's attacking first, by the way. I don't know who's going to be defending first, but at least on the attack, this is what we're going to be running out for 1 life. If the Symmetra is getting value, then you can keep going, but this is the rollout. We're just going to be going. Right, just walk. Look at the TP. Alright, cool. TP, and we get in here. Alright, and then we just immediately set up. So I actually think we set up, if you're the Sim, we can set up back in point. Actually, if you're the Soldier, we just kind of set up back here. So we can just kind of move around. If you're Baptiste, I think you just move up here immediately. I don't think you want to get poked out by staying down there. I think more than anything too, Baptiste, you can actually stay up here in Red Room. So when we drop, you don't have to drop with us, so you can poke. You have Ramatra there, you have your Symmetra there. I think Sojourn can go up here too. If we have in the Ash, again, we can go up here as well. And then same with Lucio, we can just kind of fuck around wherever. You know, we can either be on the fire truck, we can be up here, we can be up here. Ping-ponging, right? Ping-ponging, literally ping-ponging around. Speaking of which, I'm going to go back to Lucio so I can just kind of move a little bit better. I think literally first fight, the more we do to catch Porcupines off guard, the higher of a chance of winning we have. Because Porcupines is a team that's very fundamental. I think when it comes to team fundamentals, they do a little bit better. So I think we use our own team fundamentals because they're still good and just do it in a different ballpark, right? So after the TP up here, again, it's a one and done situation. If they give the space, maybe you can give it a try. Maybe teleport in some other thing, some other direction, like maybe the alley, and then you amp speed into the room or something, or you just teleport out into the middle of the walkway. But I think teleporting here into red immediately, Ram, Soj, Sim, Bap, Lucio, and then we have Baptiste chill here. We have the Sojourn chill over there, and then Ram and Sim are on the point, and again, you know, we're just chilling. We're just doing things. You know, we're just doing Lucy things. Alright, we're just doing Lucy things. Just chilling up here. You need backwards wall riding and everything, but we're just chilling. Like, just hanging out. We're hanging out. So, if you can't be up there, we can be here. If you can't be directly up there in that skybox, we can still be over here. So we could just be bouncing. I want you guys, Lucio players, I want you guys a lot more comfortable with however you can to just stay on the wall as long as possible. As long as possible. Because we need you up there. We need you on these walls. I'm telling you. Okay. I think attack, we're okay. I think this is just going to come down to communication or rotation. So at this point, I'm kind of assuming we're off of the Symmetra, and we have the Echo. So this is just going to be coming off of the communication of where we're rotating and stuff. So if we're going to be attacking the high ground, we just need good clear 3-2-1s. Again, Echo is going to be the one who's on the payload, so Echo then just kind of flies up after there's a 3-2-1 engage, so you're stickying on the engage, so you hear 3-2-1 amp, and then sticky punch and the whole shebang, and everything. You know, that's just literally what it's going to be based off of here on Midtown. I don't think there's any fancy setup. I don't think there's going to be anything really in particular. Again, if you guys just take the map control, if you guys just keep talking and just communicate with each other on who you guys are going to be killing, where you guys are going to be rotating, it's going to be chill. I think you guys are going to do really well. Again, Porcupines are a very fundamental team. So are you. You guys are also a very fundamental team. So let's just show our know-how. Let's show our creativity this time around. I think that's going to be the name of the game, is creativity. Let's head over. Again, I actually thought I was going to stay a little bit more in Midtown. I think it was just first point that we just have no idea how to attack. I think this is going to be a good idea. I guess the question is, hold on, if I get into it. Okay, the question is, what happens after the Symmetra? So what happens after the Symmetra? Okay, we just play around the pick. Is it pretty boring? Sure. But again, it's fundamental. We play in the neutral, poke in the neutral, so we're going to be going exactly the same route. So we're going to be ending up here, armsing and everything, and just playing off of a pick either from the Echo or from the Sojourn. Echo is going to be flying up top, resetting up here, over and over, just over here, and then we can have our Sojourn, who can then just reach over here, maybe get a cheeky rail, and then slide over, and then come back to the team. So it's nothing special. It's nothing crazy. Let's get to root, because I think it's mainly just gonna be I think it's mainly just gonna be streets that we usually have trouble with root, because I think this is pretty straightforward. I know sometimes I've talked about big Earls, just play under, you know, play under, don't really give them the space, like don't really take the poke and stuff, but I think if you take the position away from them, it'll be strong. Root I've really tossed up because I have no fucking way outside of just going for the Widow pick. I think we play the Tracer. I think the Tracer's going to be strong here. I know we're running Echo the whole time, but I think just running out on a Widowmaker, if you can play the Widowmaker on ping, that's going to be great. But, if not, it literally is just going to be the Sojourn. It's just going to be the Sojourn show. And more than anything, now it's just going to be staging for our Tracer. So Tracer, what we're going to be doing is just trying to set up over to the right side. If they're on big Earls, we need you to scout that. So if they're up here, then we just need you to get up behind. Just poke. Just poke. Just poke. Distract. Poke. Distract. Make room for your tank. Make room for your other DPS. Baptiste Lucio is still going to be the support line. You see the pick. Okay, get in, and then just immediately get out here, you know? I think at the end of the day, the Tracer really just kind of has the freedom. You can kind of go along here on this flank. I think more than anything as well, you can just kind of be setting up over here on low, and then just kind of wrapping around this way. Or there's also the other flank if you just want to go the whole way around up here. Just be careful. But there's also this. I think as long as you do just end up getting behind, it's fine. If you still want to play the Echo, nothing wrong with the Echo. Echo Route 66 honestly is still really good too. I love Echo Route 66 as well, but that just might be a personal player. This might be a personal preference as well, but nothing wrong with Route 66. Gets you these angles a little bit easier. You can plan around stickies just a little bit easier too. Say you are going to be playing the Diva still, or the Sigma. You know, you can just, okay, let me just stick you up here. I think Diva's still going to be the play. I want to get us more into the Diva compositions, but yeah, we can just spam, play off rail, play off sticky. Diva can go in, get aggressive. So really, I think having this really aggressive composition, Diva not really playing for the dive, right? Diva's really just, it's an in-between dive a little bit, because it's not like you're hard engaging all the time with all of your cooldowns. Really, it's you're just kind of poking, right? You're just kind of going, and then you just go and just take up the space, right? And you're just kind of holding an angle. Like, you're not diving, you're just kind of holding these angles and stuff, and then, okay, oh shit, there's a full sticky on someone, oh, I'm gonna go in, you know, like it's that kind of thing. You're just kind of playing for the pick. At this point, you know, I think the Lucio is going to be the one that's going to be left on the payload. Since the Echo is going to be more or less just kind of looking for these angles, I think we really need our DPS set up in this situation. So I think this time around the Lucio is going to be the payload princess. Let's get to streets. Third point, I think we have an idea. Third point's fairly straightforward. Let's get to streets. So this is where the Diva kind of struggles here, right? Just a little bit. Well, not really. This long sight line, yeah, the Diva kind of struggles. So you're giving this up anyway, right? You don't want to play for this. You don't want to play for this long sight line here. You want this right here. You want to close the gap. You want to play within this something that's close range. You can just jump off of this high ground, and immediately reset. And then you can just go jump off, and then immediately reset. Right, we need the angles. We need a Baptiste Sojourn that's going to be up over here. We need our Lucio prowling up and around. And again, the Echo just flying around, resetting up onto this high ground over here every single time. Or resetting over here on this high ground with our Diva every single time. One of the two. So if we have just like this triangle every single time, so I think just having, again, I think Lucio Diva can be over here because then Echo can be there, or vice versa. The Echo's here with the Lucio, and then you have the Diva here in the corner, and then you have Baptiste Sojourn over there. I think that's going to be the name of the game. And Suravasa, honestly, I don't have any notes on your guys' Saravasa, because usually when it comes down to on Saravasa is just communication and team-based things. I trust you guys on Saravasa. You guys usually win it out, so again, the only thing I can really give you guys is a disclaimer. Hey, you better make sure you guys are just keeping yourselves in check. You guys are talking, communicating, and just being accountable if it does come down to Saravasa. So, I hope I'm making sense. So I hope I'm making sense out here with the game plan. It's been an hour. Break this down best as you can. So pause, take breaks. Maybe I'll chapter this. If I don't chapter this, then oh well, I'm sorry. Then someone can maybe just put I don't know, timestamps or something like that for me, because I forgot. But it's already 2 a.m. I've been talking for about an hour now, like I said. So this is the game plan. I think we can definitely do this. We can definitely beat Porcupines here as long as we just keep communicating and just try not to greed with ping. You know, normally I'd be all for the greed, but right now we're just going to be playing on ping. We're outside of our comfort zones, but I still think we got this. I think fundamentally we do got this. So, alright, I'll get you guys later.